Hi, Cancer. I'm Pam. Welcome to your Psychic Tarot reading for March 2016. This month, I laid out the Rainbow Tarot spread for you using the Aquarian Tarot deck. Please be sure to watch your rising sign and your moon sign to gain more insight and information, because some months they will resonate more for you than your sun sign will. These are general readings for Cancer Sun, Cancer Ascendant, and Cancer Moon. If you would like to get a continuation of this reading where I look into my crystal for you for March 2016, you can access those videos for download and purchase by clicking on the link below in the Show More section. That will take you to my Vimeo videos on demand page for March 2016's crystal readings. You can also access this by going to my website, www.theluckymermaid.com. Click on the videos tab on my menu and go to page 4. Make sure you're on page 4, and there you will see each sign's link. You click on your sign and it will take you to the video you can get for your crystal reading 2016. I want to thank you so much for that. I truly appreciate all your kind comments and your purchases and your emails that you are liking the videos. So thank you. I'm very grateful for you about that. Also, I want to add here, if you ever have any issues with any purchase you make of any of the videos, please contact support@vimeo.com. They are hosting the videos. They get paid a percentage of each of the videos I sell. So they have access to all your accounts and your information. I do not have access to your accounts or payments or any information. So if you have any issues, please write to them and they will help you straighten things out. So I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Now on to see what's coming up here in your reading for you, Cancer, for March 2016. The first card you have that shows up here today, Cancer, you have the Fool. And the Fool is a card to me that symbolizes starting out on a new path and a new journey with high hopes and high aspirations. But you have to be careful that you don't have your head up in the clouds or that you're daydreaming or wishful thinking. You want to have grounded and reality, because sometimes with the Fool you could get blindsided if you're not focused and paying attention. I do feel that you've learned a lot of lessons lately the hard way, and I do feel there's some kind of decision that you're making this month and next month that seems rather important. I do also see you're learning how to use a new filing system or changing one system over to another system. So many of you Cancers are dealing with some kind of systems change right now in your daily work or routine or programs at work. It could be a variety of things. I do see you made a lot of money recently, or you've been doing well, and I feel that you're going to be working to settle and balance accounts right now. This could be getting ready because it's tax season, I don't know, but I just see you working on balancing accounts, especially if you had one month that had much better earnings than another. That's the kind of account like balancing. I'm seeing you focusing on that for some reason. So now the second card, I have to say here, Cancer, I'm going to stop right here and tell you this. Every card you have here is a major arcana card except your last one. And that's pretty interesting. So that means your reading this month is full of big themes and like important changes, important lessons learned, karma solved. Like these are major things that have gone on. They're showing up here by being expressed in mainly major arcana cards. So the next card you have here today, Cancer, you have the High Priestess. And the High Priestess is a card that symbolizes could be your highest spirit guide showing up here in your reading. It's a card that can also mean something's hidden or secret. Something's been kept hidden or secret. Either you've done it or it's coming out and you're going to find out about it. It can also mean that. For some of you Cancers, I feel there's a lot of legalities circling around you right now. I feel like you're going to be up the creek without a paddle if you don't have everything put down on paper. That's the way they phrase that. Now, don't get wigged out and freaked out. I just mean make sure you're backing up anything you need to submit to the government for whatever reason, that you have like a number and you can back it up with something. Just think on that, and maybe that'll make sense to some of you out there. I feel that some of you, there was some things that got put into motion that shouldn't have. And I feel there's some kind of clause. They're using the word, there's a clause. And I feel that you're going to have some tables turn in your favor because something got started or moved forward that should not have been. I do also hear bringing something to light. That's one of the reasons that the High Priestess is also here. She's going to shed light on something that's been kept hidden or that has been, in the dark. She shines light on something. I feel that you're going to feel relieved about what you're going to find out or what you're going to learn. So I don't feel it's bad. I feel that it's actually good. Like you get a sense of relief from what comes out. I feel it's all about the using and abusing of the stick of power and somebody wanting to hold that stick of power and take control. I feel it's an issue of control for some of you. That's not going to be the case for all of you, but that's what's coming up here first. I see your mind is going to be made up about something, and I see you having like steel blue confidence. That's what they're saying. And if you have to present your case in any situation, I see you expressing yourself very emphatically, detail-oriented, clearly thought out, getting a revelation of some kind where any judgment that was held against you gets turned around. Now, for some of you, that is legal. In a legal sense. But for some of you, that could be situational. So if you keep thinking I'm talking about legal there and you're only hearing it one way, I would go back and re-listen to what I just said there and put it in the context of a relationship situation or a family situation or some other situation other than sounding like it's a courtroom situation, because it still applies regardless. Now, but listen to what you have next. Now you do have legal. Now, here's your legal card. Here you have the Justice card. The Justice is a card to me that symbolizes dealing with legal documents, court papers, lawyers. You could be settling a lawsuit or a divorce settlement, or there could be justice in a situation that just had been unjust and unfair. And now balance is coming in. It doesn't always have to be legal. It can just be balancing of events. I feel you're learning a lot of new insights. And if it's in a legal sense, there's going to be new case developments. You are going to pass through some kind of judgment of some kind, but whatever it is, it's going to go in your favor. Whether it's a legal judgment or some other kind of judgment, it's going to go in your favor. But I see you being put to the test, and I do see some of you actually standing in court. So, or people close to you are. So I see that clearly, but I also see where there's some retribution to be paid for some things that weren't right, but I don't feel you're paying them. It's like you may have gotten falsely accused, or something turns around in your favor and somebody else is going to have retribution, is what I feel. So you just have to think about that, Cancer. That might be a little confusing if it's not a legal matter. I do feel those of you that are, it is a legal matter, you're hiring a very high-powered or at least high-knowledgeable attorney, either one or both, because I do see an attorney involved here in this situation for many of you. I feel some of you are paving the way for others. You're paving the way out of a situation you're in, and it's gradually changing. But I feel like something you're doing is an inspiration or incentive to others. Think on that. You're like setting an example here in some way for something. And there's going to be a changing of the guard and a changing in legal matters. They are saying that. So, I feel that relationships, in a relationship sense, that they take a turn for the better for you, because I see you putting somebody in their place. And this somehow is like a game changer and changes everything for the better. So in a relationship sense, that's how it applies. It's like ending an old cycle of doing things their way, and now it's going to start being a cycle of things where things are going to start to go your way. That's if you're already coupled. That statement was applying to already coupled, married, or coupled Cancers. I feel some of you are really extinguishing your fears and currently right now are living up to your true life's purpose. You're achieving some goal. I feel like this year, I really don't remember at all what I got for you in the beginning of the year, but I feel like this is a high goal achieving year for you. If I didn't get it last month, I certainly feel it this month. And I feel some of you getting put in some elevated position or a position of high power also comes up here through this Justice card. So, wow, Cancer, that was a lot going on right there. So here, another major arcana card, you have the Hanged Man. And the Hanged Man is a card to me that symbolizes you're in limbo. You're in suspended animation. You're not going forward. You're not going backward. And because you're in this state, you have to draw very strongly from your own psychic ability and your own intuition when you're in the Hanged Man position. That's why it actually happens a lot of times. It's trying to make you use your sixth sense. I do feel that lately you've been broadening your horizons and changing things up that you would normally have been doing. I see you getting all your ducks in a row, and some of you are going to be applying for or taking some classes of some sort, because I'm seeing education. And for some of you, it may be many classes, like maybe you went back to college or you're getting an advanced degree or whatever. I just see it's got steps to it. It doesn't feel like one class to me. It feels like multiple classes. I also feel like you're learning or getting mentally prepared for what you have to deal with or face later on in life. And that could be, maybe you're thinking about your retirement or, worried about where will I go if my health declines, and thinking about your personal affairs, maybe like funerals, nursing homes, home health care, like starting to get some map of what you want to do. That's going to be just for some of you, but I see some of you focusing on that this month, like starting to look that far ahead. Some of you are going to be experiencing a lot of indigestion this month for some reason. So if you can avoid hot foods, if you really like some hot curry or different kinds of, really spicy foods, I would avoid it in March, especially the latter half. I just feel like you're going to find that you're going to have either acid reflux or like your esophagus is going to feel like it's on fire. Avoid spicy foods because it's coming up strong for March. There's a new learning curve coming, and you're going to be presented with a new plan of action. So for some of you, that could be that court situation or legal situation. You're going to be presented with some course of action with that. but it could be other courses of action. Like if you're at work and there's going to be new courses of action in how you do your daily job and activities, then it could also mean that. Someone wants to steal some ideas from you, so keep them guarded and lock them up in a safe, or don't let on about them to other people. You're not the first sign that got that. I got that also for one of the other signs, and I don't remember which one. I see you talking at a big group or event where you're trying to rally people in support of something. Now, politics is coming to my mind. So this could be about one of the candidates running for, who knows what. But some of you, it's like that. But if it's not rallying people for support of a campaign, it could be about some cause, some, important, maybe national or global concern or foundation. Rallying support comes in strong here. So to end this reading for March, I thought yours was quite interesting, Cancer. You have a great card here. Here now you have a minor arcana card of the Three of Rods. And the Three of Rods to me is a card that indicates success. This is success coming to you. You are letting something go for something new to come in, or success is coming to you one way or the other. I feel there's a lot of activity going on for you in March and April, but I also picked up February too. Now I'm recording this on February 15th, so I feel that this month of March and April, you've got a lot. That's like a crux of that activity months for you that are very strong. I feel that some of the changes I see Cancers thinking about, there's some changes I want to make to the community. So some of you may be joining town groups and organizations to, improve your town, or causes to help people in need in some fashion. That also comes up here through the Hangman. I hear you can't believe everything that you're hearing, because I do hear that some people are going to be pouring some stuff on and laying it on really thick. So you have to be sure of what you're listening to. Don't take everything with a grain of salt initially. Don't believe everything you hear, because I feel there's a lot of unnecessary chatter that's like elevating things up, making things bigger than what they really are or ought to be. So be very cautious of that. You may have a new romantic partner that comes in and jumps in here and saves the day about something. So if you've recently started seeing someone and you have some crisis, they may jump in and give you a hand, or maybe through a crisis that you need a hand for in some way, then this brings like a new romantic partner to you. It could be that. That was just like thrown in there at the end, so that was kind of a surprise. I feel like in some ways you really have to take it easy on your body. Be very careful about trying not to overdo anything, any activity. I don't care what it is. Try not to overeat, avoid smoking, drugs, alcohol, or like excesses. You've got to really watch it, because for some reason I feel like you're going to be on this binging, excessive kind of streak. Yet, on the other hand, I also feel this real serious drive to get healthy. So maybe there's something shifting there, because that's being brought up, but it seems like I don't feel like you're going to, maybe you want to change this, some kind of eating, binging, or like really getting intense about it and then feeling guilty about it and then going on diets. I feel like you may be doing some of that. So the last card you have here is the Three of Rods. This is an excellent card to end this reading on. And Three of Rods is a card that means success and could be letting something go so something new can come in. And it can also mean just waiting patiently for success to come to you. It's coming to you no matter what, and it's the only minor arcana card you had of the 5 today. I feel in these winter months, maybe in February, even though this is a March reading, they are bringing it up. It could have happened to you in February or March happening too. I just get like some big bam, some big wallop of something happening to you in your life. And I'm not saying this to scare you. I don't feel it's negative. I feel like it's just like a big page turner. Like, this is like one of those events or moments where it makes you stop and take pause and like kind of makes you go, whoa, like that. But I'm not getting a bad feeling like, oh, it's a terrible tragedy. I feel like it's more unexpected is the thing that comes up the most. Some of you may get invited to attend some big gala opening or event. Could be an award show, but it could be some big grand opening or some spectacular thing. And because I see some of you going, oh, really? But I don't think that's the only situation that's going to be take pause and make you and a surprise. But I do feel you've got some impactful thing. And one of the things they showed me was a big wave, like ocean wave, big curl. And so I don't feel they meant that literally. I feel that was a symbol for it's going to wash over you and be something important. It's not something that you're just going to think is a passing thing. It's going to have some significance. I also see your community spirit is changing, and I see you developing some new family relationships, and it could be friends, either or. I feel that those of you that get invited to something really big deal, really important, you're going to see things there you've never seen before. So I see, they're saying that, and I'm seeing you like, so, you have to write me about that. I want to know what this event is. You're germinating a lot of seeds for positive thought and laying the foundation for something that's going to come to fruition or bloom for you in spring. So it's like, because they're showing me you paving a garden, like you planting seeds in a garden, and how it's going to be like bloom, 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 bloom. They're just going to bloom down this little brick walkway, little, cobblestoney kind of brook walkway. And I feel like a lot of things happen to you in the spring. I feel that this year brings you a lot of nuances of change. And you may also start to feel like you have more support from your friends and family members, or you're going to be making new friends and new family members that also, it could be both or one or the other. But I do see you getting more attention than maybe you felt that you weren't getting in the past. I feel like you're going to be getting it. I feel those of you that are thinking of changing your career, I see you jump-starting your career or launching a new career in July. I know this is a March reading, but sometimes they want to tell you about something coming up further out than just this month. So just remember they said that. So if you were looking to have a big job change or a change of career, I feel for you it's going to happen in the month of July. I do see you wanting to have affection and attention from someone that you love or care about. And I feel that you're like bubbling forward with that, many of you, not all of you, that you want to shower that person with a lot of love, affection, and attention. And I see this very intense focus on this going on in March. Some of you are going to be joining forces with family members and starting a partnership with a business that's really going to take off. And that that could be with a significant other, could be with a spouse or someone you're in a coupling with, but it could also be a son or a daughter or even siblings. I just see that for some of you is going to be starting to happen and get going in that direction. This year, March through August is strong for that. You could have a business changing hands, because I also see like the sale of something. It could be a sale of a house or a sale of a building or a sale of a building that maybe somebody lives in and it's a business. Could even be that. Because I see money changing hands and somebody taking ownership of something. I feel most of you are selling. I don't feel you're the buyer. I feel you're the seller. And I feel whatever this is that you sell actually gives you a really good windfall of cash. I feel like this is going to be a good move for you. And you're going to do something interesting with that money. Either buying another property or you're launching a business with it and investing in, or maybe in real estate, maybe buying more real estate that you're going to make a business out of, like buy an apartment complex or, a trailer park and run that, or some kind of camping hookup place for people that want to go where they can hook up their RVs on vacation. Like, I don't know what, but I see some of you getting real estate, or you could buy a beach house and rent it and make money off of it that way. There's so many things you could be doing. But I do see some of you making some kind of investment with real estate. But I think, to me, it seems more like not you living in it, you making money off of it in the future. So, wow, your reading was interesting, Cancer, I have to say. I hope this reading made sense to you, and I certainly hope it was of help. I want to thank you so much for watching, sharing, and liking my videos. Thank you for subscribing and for Google Plusing. I do truly appreciate that. Please be sure to follow me on Twitter and also on my Facebook page, The Lucky Mermaid LLC, because I do post things there daily. You won't be able to see here on YouTube. I post predictions, I pull cards over there. Sometimes I post videos or different bits of information. So please be sure to like my page and check it out. So thank you for that. I also like to say and remind you here, as I said in the beginning of the reading, if you would like to get the continuation of this reading, once I stop this recording, I will go on to look into the crystal for you, Cancer, for March of 2016. And you can access these videos for download and purchase by clicking on the link below this video in the Show More section, and it will take you to my Vimeo videos on demand page for March 2016 crystal reading. Or you can go to my website, www.theluckymermaid.com, and go to my videos tab on my menu. Make sure you go to page 4, and there you will see the crystal readings links for March of 2016. You just click on your sign and it will take you to the Vimeo page where you can get that video. And I want to thank you so much for that. I am so truly grateful and appreciative of your support, and I am happy with the positive feedback and nice comments about those videos. So thank you for that. I truly, truly appreciate it. I want to say here, if you've purchased any videos and you have any issues, I am unable to troubleshoot them for you because I do not have access to your personal information or accounts. So if you need to contact and you need aid or assistance with anything, please send an email to support@vimeo.com and they will handle the issues for you. They get a percentage of every video I sell. They host the videos, they take your payments, and therefore they troubleshoot the problem. So I just want to direct you, because sometimes people write me, and anytime I write Vimeo on somebody's behalf, they just tell me to tell the customer to write them directly. So because I can't do anything on my end. So I just want to let you know, and thank you so much for that. So I hope you have an absolutely amazing month of March, Cancer, and know that I wish you Many blessings and peace.